Hey everybody, this is Lawton Chiles. So today we're going to talk about the beginning of a campaign. Now, most times what people do is they will start a campaign with the uh, the headline like this. So they're going to start like, oh, I have a sales letter, I have a video sales letter, and I'm going to start with an offer of what I want people to buy. So it could be a long form sales page, video sales letter, whatever. And they're selling to the most aware of their marketplace. So if I'm doing a course on copywriting, then I'm assuming that my audience knows about what copy is. I'm assuming that they know words are powerful. I'm assuming that they are running ads and they need long form copy. There's a lot of assumptions going on. But the problem with that is that when I start to do that, I am writing to a fully aware market. So if we look at this slide, we can have another slide here that's that's fully aware right here. So let's just do a fully aware. So fully aware would be like, when you joined Persuade and Profit, you knew that you had marketing issues. You knew that you needed my guidance you were fully aware of your need. You didn't need to know about your problem. You didn't need to know about, you needed to be educated about a solution to that. And you need to be educated about why Persuade and Profit is great. But you were not in the unaware box. Like you knew what internet marketing was. You knew what copywriting was. You knew what running, all that. You knew what a sales funnel is. But the problem I see a lot is that people either start in the solution, like, so let's say the solution is copywriting, right? And then the product is Persuade and Profit. So a lot of people start with the orange and purple boxes and the blue box, but they're not really starting with the red boxes or the green boxes. And the further down the ladder you go, so let me just make this slide. So the further down the ladder I go here, so let's just say I've got this part, I've got this part. Let's say the problem is low conversions or sales. And then the solution is, better copy through, Persuade and Profit is the solution, or the product, the product that delivers the solution. And then once they do that, they're fully aware. Okay, so step 1, 2, 3, and 4, right, and 5. So most people will start at this unaware box, or most people don't know that the more you go down into the purple and the blue, the less people that you're selling to. So the more you go down into this, hey, copywriting is the solution to low conversions. Here's what copy is. Here's how much copywriters get paid. Here's the industries that are hiring copywriters. Here's what will happen if you write better copy. All that stuff. And then the best product to learn different copy tactics is Persuade and Profit. And then so the further along you go away from the hey, I have a problem. The problem is low conversions. So the further you go away from the green box, the smaller pool of people you're selling to. So the most profit you can make is if you're selling to if you're educating the unaware market. So let me show you how to do that. Okay. So instead of starting with the blue box, remember the blue box is this fully aware, I know who you are, I know what it is you offer, and all I'm trying to decide is how to get the best deal on a copywriting course. We're going to start with people who don't know about copywriting at all, and we're going to educate them, okay? And so instead of starting with the fully aware, we're starting with the green, which is unaware. And so instead of starting with this, persuade and profit delivers the most essential pieces of a sales message you'll likely ever need for any project or client, we're going to start with this campaign. So this is the first thing that they see, which is it's just 454 words, but this letter saved America. As you can see, nothing about copy, nothing about internet marketing, nothing about the fact that I'm even offering a product for sale. Okay. In the winter of 1962, the United States was on the brink of nuclear war with Soviet Russia. Tensions were high, and many people thought that this was the end times as America prepared for the unthinkable. But it fell to a few men in the White House to craft what is almost certainly one of the most important pieces of communication of all time. And that was the letters to Khrushchev from President Kennedy about the Cuban Missile Crisis. Okay. And if we were taking that sales letter and putting it into an email, it would look like this. Email 1 is just 454 words, but this letter saved America, right? So I'm going to go back here and I'm going to show you these emails, okay? And then tomorrow I'll put these emails into templates that you can have. So this is the first email so let's say we were doing a launch just from email. And then so we have the email right here. It's just 454 words, but this letter saved America. Let's see. Tensions were high, and many people thought that this was the end times as America prepared for the unthinkable, but it fell to a few men in the White House to craft what is almost certainly one of the most important pieces of communication of all time. This simple letter with just a few scant paragraphs was the turning point in the 13 days of terror, sleepless nights, and generally living in a state of panic for the majority of Americans. In fact, one would probably not even think that five paragraphs would do so much good for a country, and yet it did. So this is talking about the Cuban Missile Crisis in the early 60s. But the best part was there were no bombs, and there certainly was not nuclear war. In a time when the United States was ramping up its military might along with the rest of the world, it was these simple paragraphs and simple sentences that very likely saved America and Russia from the brink of total destruction. And at the end of this email, it would say something like, I'll tell you more about these powerful letters tomorrow. Stay tuned. Right? And then we've got email number 2, which is, could 5 paragraphs save humanity? So again, remember our goal is to sell this copywriting course. I'm going to stop this video here and render it and then do the next one for you. All right.